Hello everybody, it's Alan from How's Anime World. Welcome to a new video, and this is the first impressions video of the winter 2022 anime season. And we're starting off with Akebi Sailor Uniform. Now, I watched this really just because, like, the story of it really didn't give much. It was like, you know, she wanted to go to this school so she could wear a sailor uniform, and that was like essentially the synopsis of the show. The first episode was, I thought, was pretty good. You have this character, Akebi, who enrolled in this academy, and the reason that she gave was because she wanted to wear a sailor uniform. And you know, essentially that is what the plot is, at least of the first episode, is centered around. So her and her mother and her sister, they sort that her and her mother work, well, her mother mainly makes this sailor uniform, like actually like stitches it together, buys the fabric, blah blah blah. And a question I had about it while I was watching it, well, two questions really, was one, why doesn't she just buy one? I guess the whole thing was, you know, she actually made one herself. It's like her own one. And secondly, and I genuinely don't know this, is it customary in Japan for high school students to make their own uniforms? I've never heard of that, and I guess I wouldn't have done. I don't know how the Japanese school system works, so I don't know, is that just a thing for this show, or is that a thing that people, you know, do generally? I don't know. So they make this uniform, and then they get it together, and then the time comes for Akebi to go to the entrance ceremony for this school. She turns up, and her mother's there as well with her, and to watch the ceremony, and she's like the only person wearing a sailor uniform. And obviously she's really embarrassed because, like, she's the only one wearing one. Everyone else is giving her like weird looks, like, why is she wearing this, blah blah blah. And then after the ceremony, they go to speak to like the principal of the school, and the principal of the school says, well, and actually, another plot point that I forgot to mention was her mother actually attended this same school, and when her mother attended there, when Akebi's mother attended there, the uniform was a sailor uniform. So the principal says, okay, the uniform was a sailor uniform back when you were at this school, but it's not anymore. So, and then they were like, well, we're still gonna let her wear it and all this stuff. So she still wears it. So basically Akebi is like the only student wearing a sailor uniform. And for the people that have seen this episode, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not gonna like give everything away about this, because it's one of those scenes in anime, I think, where you have to see it to sort of like understand it. Well, not understand it, but, you know, to brain it or sort of get it, if you know what I mean. You've got to see it to believe it, is what I'm trying to say. Let's talk about what I'm calling the nail clipper girl. I mean, at that scene at the end, that was... I had to like, I was watching that and I had to literally like pause it and literally just be like, what the fuck am I seeing? It was so bizarre. It was so bizarre. But Akebi Sailor Uniform, episode 1, good start. I enjoyed the first episode. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next week. Hopefully it continues in the same vein as episode 1. There we are. See you next time.